Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's People to People with Rodney Grimes. No, we're not in the studio today, and we are running a little late. My topic today has been one of those days. You ever had one of those days? I just want to say good evening to everyone. I got to do a special shout out to Dejan. Happy birthday, Day Day. Much love and respect. You're a true queen. Happy birthday to anyone else who's having a birthday today. And if you had one yesterday, happy belated birthday to you. And if you're going to have one tomorrow, happy early day birthday. Hello, Lisa. How you doing? Long time no see. Hope all is well. It's People to People with Rodney Grimes. I am not in the studio today. My topic today, it's one of those days. We all have them. I decided to go ahead and go on because there's just a lot going on around me. But wanted to make sure, that I come and be true to some of the people who look forward to the evening conversations, the information, the dedication. So, here I am. People to People, power to power, positive thinking people. I won't be real long. I just want you to just kind of reminisce with yourself and think about, it's one of those days. I'm going to switch the camera around. I want you to see something. You see the sun? You see the sun coming through? Sometimes the sun, it don't shine all the way. Sometimes you just get a little glimpse of it. Sometimes it's just that little bit of glimpse of the sun. And you have to take it and make it be one of those days where, the sunshine sometimes really, you just got to catch it as it's going down and realize that you're still being blessed. Again, it was one of those days. A lot of thinking over the weekend. A lot of things going on around me. Seeing people struggling. Seeing people trying to make difference in their life. And some people just having one of those days. Y'all gonna hear the airplanes going by. They go by every 5 minutes. 3 to 5 minutes. So I'm kind of like right in their path as they go over. But I want to send peace and blessings out to everybody. Because somebody else probably had one of those days too. But we got to be thankful. And remember, there's a bright side to it, There's a bright side. See, I'm looking at the sun, and the sun is still shining. It may not be shining bright on me, but it's still there. I still get a little taste of it. Isn't that amazing how God works it, And sometimes you just got to peep through the trees just so you can still see the sunlight. Sometime in life, you have to peep through the trees just to see the blessings. One of the messages I received over the weekend, when you're having one of those days, things are not going the way you want them, or you haven't been able to get everything to go the way you want it to, you don't think about the bad part of it. You think about the blessings. You still here, you have an opportunity. You still have an opportunity to call somebody, tell them you love them. You still have an opportunity to treat yourself right. You still have an opportunity to just take a deep breath and still have an opportunity to do what? To peep through and see the sunlight. Just peep through because it's still there. It may not be right there where you want it or where you thought it was supposed to be. But as you see, it still peeps through just a little bit at you. And that's the part you got to be thankful for. You got to be thankful for that little bit. Because sometimes it's not meant to shine totally on you. Sometimes somebody else got to get the sunshine. Sometimes somebody got to get that sunshine on them, and you got to just have one of those days. For everybody that's out there, let me give you a message. Yo, when things are really, really rough in your life, don't look at all the rough times or the bad times. Think about all the good times and all the blessings that you have. Think about the opportunity for you still being able to make a difference. Tell somebody you love them. Smile at a person. I had a situation today. I was working at a different location for a while, and the lady was rude for no reason. And I kind of couldn't understand it. I was wondering, why was this lady being rude to me when I'm just doing my job? And I wasn't disrespectful to her, but she was to me. And I found myself thinking, man, here we go, one of those days. But you know something? Then I had to think about it. That was her problem. She wanted to be rude, not me. So what I did is I just kept my cool, and I backed off, and I said to myself, I'm not going to let her steal my joy, even though she made it feel a little uncomfortable. But I wasn't going to let her steal my joy. And then right after that, I walked into another location. Then it was a man, and I was like, do I have be mean to him on his face today or something? I say, man, it must be one of those days. One of those days, Sometimes things just don't seem to be going your way. But I ain't let it get me down. What I decided to do as I was coming home, I said, I'm not going to go into the studio because I'm not going to push it, because I didn't have a guest today. One of my guests that I had set up to come in, she had some things to address, and she decided that we was going to postpone, and we agreed. And as I was going through the process of evaluating my day, I said, man, I had one of those days, but you know something? I'm not going to let it get the best of me. I'm going to stay prayed up. I'm going to stay focused, and I'm going to enjoy just being alive and being able to make a difference in my life. So with that said, some of the things I want to tell y'all about, focus on, your health. Focus on changing your demeanor, on how you let people, disrupt your presence of good feeling, because today that's what happened with a couple of people around me. And I was like, why are they being so mean? But you know something? I didn't really let them really disrupt my world. I didn't get mean back at them. I didn't make them, let them pull me out of character. And I just continued to just, to stay kind and polite. As I was riding home, I thought about it, and I was just talking to God, and I was saying, God, thank you for, letting me make it through this day so far. And even though it seemed like it was one of those days, just seemed like it was a little gloomy. I didn't really see the sunshine like I, did over the weekend or a few times. Hey, I see Katrina said, hey, I'm Fat Al, but hey, you know what? Let me tell you something. I'm just thankful. I'm thankful I still have opportunity to make some changes. I want to shout out to some people who are doing some real positive things in their community area. Kimberly, she's probably not on here, but let me tell y'all something. We got something real positive that's coming to you. It's the X39 patch. Also, one of my good friends, Ginger, she has some information that she's going to bring to the table too, all about us empowering ourselves and making ourselves feel better, making ourselves move forward. We're going to be networking. This is what we're doing. We're putting out information where we're going to be trying to help people to better their lives. We want you to feel better. We want you to look better. We want you to talk better. So when you have one of those days, you can sit back and smile and say, it's going to, that song? There's a bright side somewhere. Well, there's a bright side. I ain't gonna sing. I'm not gonna do that to y'all. But yeah, so as you see, sometimes as I showed you earlier, the sunshine may not be exactly where you want it, but sometimes you gotta look for it. Now I'm gonna show you. See, watch this. Sometimes you got to go and find it. Sometimes you got to go see where it's at. Look, see, it's still there. Sometimes you just got to move position. You got to move the position in your life. You got to move your position in your life so that you can get a little bit that sun to come shine in, and you can see the little twinkle in the sky. How about that? Sometimes it's not going to be exactly when you want it, where you want it, but what you do, you just put yourself in a position where you can find a little bit of it. Look at it. Just get a little bit of it to shine in. Get a little bit of it to shine in for you, and you make the best of it. So if you having one of those days, don't let that day get the best of you. Stay blessed. Stay focused. Make changes in your life. Don't let people steal your joy. You know, put yourself in a position where you're in control of the actions around you. The lady that was rude to me today, no, I didn't like it. I started to put her in her place, and then I said, you know something? Then I'll be about as bad as she is. So I just ignored her a little bit. I ignored her and just, you know, when I got in the car, what I did is I found myself praying for her. Had to pray for her. So everybody just tuning in, this is People to People with Rodney Grimes. No, we're not in the studio today. We're right here sitting out, listening to the birds, hearing the planes flying over, and just thanking God that, you know, it might have been one of those days. That's the topic. It was one of those days, but guess what? I'm still have the opportunity to make a difference. I have an opportunity to still smile. I have an opportunity to make a difference in somebody else's life. It's one of those days. So, for all of us that's going through some time, what you want to think about? You want to think about your health, your relationships, loving yourself. Make sure you're going to show yourself some love. This topic today is one of those days. It's one of those days that I got to go back and say, you know, it's really not that bad for real. It's not raining. I'm able to walk. I'm able to talk. I can call some people and talk to them. Shout out to my individuals who are always there to support. Love you, Rachel. Love you, Katrina. Love you, Zena. Love you, Christy and Maya. You know, Dante, Michael, Hanadi, Ehab. I don't even know if I told y'all, you know, I don't even know if even when I'm having one of those days, guess what? I still got love for you. Still got love. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. So, when y'all tune in, y'all watch this program, it's going to be real short and brief. What I want you to do is look in the mirror and tell yourself you love yourself. Think about being kind to somebody else. Think about being kind to yourself. Think about being kind to the birds. Feed the birds. Feed the birds. Feed some of the animals, you know, that's struggling. Just give them something so they don't have one of them days. You know, they'll be like, man, this is a lucky day. How about that? You know, can I tell y'all a story about something that took place one time that was so amazing? One day I was looking out the window and I saw this turtle walking across the street. Now, this is somebody who could be in the same position with the turtle. The turtle was walking across the street, and I don't know if the turtle realized that it could get run over by a car, that it was in a bad situation. But what I did, I ran out because the turtle was having one of those days, and I grabbed him before a car ran over him. And I put him in a box. And I put the box up on the porch. And the sun was shining, and I came out and I realized that the sun was shining on the turtle. And I said, oh man, he must be real hot right now. And so the turtle looked up at me and he went back into the shell because the turtle probably was saying, man, I'm having one of those days. So I took the turtle and went and put him in the back, and he was still in the box. And I went in the house and I went and got some carrots, some lettuce, and some celery, and I broke them up, and I put it in the box, right? So I left the stuff in the box with the turtle. So when I came out the next morning, he had ate it. Now, he was in the box. And I'm sure that the turtle was saying, man, I'm still having one of them days, because he wasn't free to go where he wanted to go. He was inside that box. Now, he wasn't in the street. He wasn't moving freely. He was still having one of those days. So it went from one day into another day, right? But what he didn't realize that he didn't have no choice, but all he had to do was just hang in there. He said, the sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar. How about that? So check this out. The turtle, let me finish telling you about this amazing story about this turtle. So I came back out the next day, and I put some more carrots and some more vegetables and stuff in there. I put a little bit of bread inside the box, and the turtle ate it. But the turtle couldn't get out of the box. He couldn't get out of the box, right? Well, another day went by. I know that turtle say, man, I'm having another one of them days because I can't go nowhere. But the good thing is that he was getting fed. Now, he was getting blessed. He was getting blessed while he was in that box, for real. Even though he probably thought possibly this guy is going to either eat me, or he's getting ready to do something, or put me in a cage, or whatever the case may be. So, as the day was going, the sun started to set. My wife looked at me and she said, what did you do with the turtle? I said, the turtle's still in the box. I've been feeding him. She said, well, you going to still let him go, right? I said, yes, I am. I said, I just wanted to find the right place to take him and release him. So I got in the car, and we was riding, going down this road where I knew it was a creek. It was no traffic, and it was a lot of bushes and things of that nature. And I took the turtle out of the box, and I set him down on the ground. And I said, go on, and handle your business. The turtle pulled his head up and looked at me as he was saying to me, thank you. He was saying, thank you. He was surprised. I thought, I was just looking at the turtle. I said, the turtle is surprised that I didn't do nothing to hurt him, that I fed him. And not only did I feed him, I took him to a safe place. So let me tell you the moral of that story. The moral of the story was, see, when the turtle was going across the street, I saw he was struggling. He was having one of those days. And when I went over and grabbed him, he was like, oh my goodness. Here go one of those people that probably, were one of them things or whatever that's on a high level of the food chain that want to eat me. Because he closed up and went into his shell. I put him in the box, and he had all the four corners of the box around him, and he couldn't go nowhere. But he didn't see the blessings that was coming, that came a little later when I dropped the carrots and the lettuce and all that in there. And he ate all of it. And I started laughing. I said, you know something? He's in that box right now, but he's eating good. He's eating good. And what he don't know is I'm not going to do nothing to him. I'm not going to hurt him. Well, when I let him go, and he pulled his head out of that shell and looked up at me, oh my goodness. It was like I tell you, I could hear the turtle talking to me. He was saying, God bless you. He thought I was having he said, I thought I was having some bad days. I thought it was all over. And here, you're a blessing to me. How about that? I was a blessing to the turtle, but the turtle was a blessing to me too, because I felt so good doing something good for something else that was probably having one of those days. I hope that little story put a little smile on your face and give you a little something to think about. Sometimes when things are getting bad and you feel like you're in a box, you still may get a little something, a little smile here and there, but ain't enough to make you feel like it's the bright side yet. But guess what? It all comes in time. It all comes in time. So what I want you to know is, when you're having one of those days, stay faithful, stay grounded, and just sit back and watch the miracle of God. That turtle saw the miracle. Not only did I get him and save him from getting run over by a car, but I fed him and got him so that he could eat something, you know? And then after that, I took him to a safe place. I took him down there where he was by the creek. He could go get some water and he can find some worms and some grass or whatever he got to eat down by the, and where I put him at, he wasn't going back to the streets. He was not going back to the streets. Oh, how good God is. I'm telling you. See, that turtle thought he was having one of those days, but guess what? It turned out to be a blessing in the end. I'm hoping as my day, as I said, I was having one of those days, that this message would be a blessing to you. And that you would know that no matter how bad things get, just stay faithful. Stay true to your faith. All you have to have is just a mustard seed size of faith. And just know that Jah got you. I'm telling you. Jah, he has you. He will not forsake you. He haven't brought you this far to leave you. So if you're having one of those days, guess what? There's a bright side somewhere. Hello, Katrina, again, my darling. And hello to Zena and Marianne. Hello to you. And I send peace and blessings to everyone that will see this message. Remember to go to YouTube and to put in my name, Rodney Grimes. Subscribe. I'm going to tell you, this program, the People to People program, is a blessing to a lot of people. It's a blessing to me, too. I've had many people talk to me, and they've been telling me, you know, that they've been enjoying this, the information we giving, and we're going to continue to do that. What's up there, Cousin Walter? How you doing, my brother? Peace and blessings to you. So, let me tell y'all, yo, you can have one of those days. That's the topic today, one of those days. When you having one of those days, just keep putting your 1 foot forward. Keep moving forward. Don't give in, because God got you. God has you. Sometimes you're going to feel like you're in that box. But if you look around, it'll be people like Katrina, Walter, Pinky Slate, Brenda Minnick, Zena, Rachel, Christy. Yeah. Oh, it says, what did you name the little turtle? Blessing. His name is Blessing. That's what his name is. And guess what? I think about him every time I ride by that little creek area. His name is Blessings. And I'm going to tell you, it was such a wonderful thing. And every time I go by that area, guess what? No matter how bad my day is, guess what? I smile. No matter how, you know what? Isn't that something sometimes how God works? You know, it's certain things that you could do. They're always going to put a smile on your face. Oh my goodness. That's my niece. Hello, darling. How you doing, Halisha? How you doing? I love you, baby. You need to call your uncle. You need to call him. Yes. Man, see? You know, I'm having one of those days. God just put a smile on my face. I see my nieces on here. And you know, I would love for you to call me and just say hello. God is good. But that's the topic today. People to People with Rodney Grimes. It's one of those days. We all have them. Stay prayed up. Stay focused. Don't give in. You know, somebody else was talking to me, one of my brothers, my brother Malik. You know, I gave him a call. I have a tendency when I think about a person, I just dial their number and I'll call him. And I was talking to him, and he didn't really know I was having one of those days. But he said something real powerful to me. He was like, yo, man, I see you hanging in there. I said, yeah, my brother, you know, that's how we do. He said, yeah, me too. He said, we hanging in there. That's what we do. And he said, you just keep your foot, you know, keep 1 foot going forward, you know, just keep moving forward and don't give in no matter what. And he didn't even know, like I said, I was having one of those days. I was like, yeah, my brother, I need to hear that, you know. And I just say, thank you, Lord. When I have one of those days, I'm getting in the box like the turtle. Blessing. Come on now. Yes, that's glory, hallelujah. And that's the truth. Sometimes you got to be in that box. You get in that box and you just sit still. See, that turtle had to sit still for a minute. God put him in a position he had to sit still. When he was going across that street, that turtle didn't know what was going on. But guess what? I was a blessing for him. I looked out the window just in time because I know if I hadn't, that turtle would have got ran over. I saw your people fly up and down this street. But I ran out and grabbed that turtle and put him in a box. Oh, my goodness. And the turtle, I know he said, oh, Lord, man, God, help me. Somebody done grabbed me. They get ready to put me in a pot. He gonna eat me. The turtle was, he clammed up so that I couldn't even poke him or do anything. I was laughing because I was thinking to myself, you just don't know, man. I got your back right now. How about that? That little story is the truth. It's a true story. And I tell you, when I put the turtle down, after I fed him for a couple days, he was in that box. He pulled his head all the way out. All the way out. He stretched his head around and looked directly at me. He looked directly at me and just started walking real slow. I got back to the car and told my wife, I said, you're not going to believe this. I said, the turtle was telling me, thank you. He was. He didn't, when I put him down, he didn't close up in the shell. He looked around and felt that grass up under him. He felt that soft ground. He smelled that spring water. He said, you know, I guess I'm just going to talk like the turtle. The turtle probably said, you know, God, I was getting ready to give up. I thought it was over. I thought when I got in that box, everything around me was blocking all my blessing. When all you was doing was preparing me for this situation, for you to put me where I need to be. Come on now. That's what it's all about when we're having one of those days. Like the turtle in the box. The turtle name is Blessing. So I send peace and blessings to all of you out there. It's people to people, power to power, positive thinking people. Remember, it's not always going to be right. I'm telling myself that too. A lot of times when I be doing things, I have to make sure I talk directly to me, not to put nobody down. Yeah, that's what it said, people to people with Rodney Grimes. Yes. And I just thank God. Hey, Bunny, how you doing, baby? Peace and blessings to you. I send peace and blessings. I'm hoping that a lot of people that are joining in, I need y'all to go to YouTube. It don't cost you anything. And subscribe. Please subscribe. Let me tell you what that does. Y'all, excuse me. I didn't mean to do that, but I was clearing my throat. Let me tell you what that does. Every time one of us win, another one of us win. See, it's not like you put me on top of you or I'm going to be better than you or something like that. We have to understand the process on how we survive. I don't want to get too deep into it because some people will start thinking that I'm going in the wrong direction. But you know, many, many years ago, in order for one business to be able to be successful, everybody had to go and patronize it. They had to go and do something for it. They had to do something to make that business grow. You feel me? See, a lot of you individuals out there got children. Let me tell you something. I have a professional studio. Your children may want to become photographers or directors or motivational speakers or whatever. I give them that opportunity. I don't ask for $1 from them to say for them to come in there for me to teach them anything. Because I know that I am my brother's keeper. But what I'm saying is this. What we do is we keep making it so that we open doors. Our success is success we have together. Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube and tell your friends to do it. Let me tell you something what's going to happen. Everybody that know me, you know one thing about Rodney Grimes. Let me tell you something. If I can help you, I will. I've done many, many things in my life for many, many people. I'm not telling you that I do everything right, but I haven't done that much wrong. That's what I know for a fact. I had a conversation with my mother the other day, and my mother, we was talking about God and how powerful God was, and I was just telling my mom how much I love God. My mom, 91 years old, we was sitting there, and my mother know a lot more than I do. She's seen a lot more. But when I was talking to her, my mother just kind of quietly asked me, she said, Rodney, how long had you been feeling this real strong relationship with the Lord? I said, Ma, ever since I was 13 years old. A lot of times I ain't even go tell nobody. Me and God be by ourselves sometimes. He just be telling me. He says, you're going to do some things. I got some plans for you. So I'm not telling you this to influence you to believe that I'm some godly man. No, I'm not. No, I just love people. I love helping people. And I'm going to tell you something. I love the Lord. I do love Jah, without a doubt. And I love seeing people get they're getting their dreams and their goals. I like seeing people accomplishing these things. And when I see that they have one of those days, guess what? That's when I do something to support them. Then my brother Malik. Malik, hey, peace and blessings to you. I was just talking about you, bro. I just was speaking about you a few minutes ago. Telling him about my phone call that I was having one of those days, and I called you, and as always, you always got some positive energy to put in my direction. Always telling me to keep going forth. I'm telling y'all, this is what we got to do. Keep moving forth. Don't give in. When you see another person struggling, remember, their struggle is yours. It's not their struggle alone. They could have one of those days, and you could be the one that can make the difference in their life by just calling them or suggesting something positive, or just going to the YouTube and subscribing into their project that don't cost you a dime. Just go in there and subscribe. And if you want to see if it's going to benefit you, call me. I can tell you my studio address is 1934 Old Gallows Road, Suite 304. Tyson Corner, Virginia. You have a project that you want to put out there? Come see me. You want to come out and you want to start your own podcast and you don't have the tools to do it? Come see me. You want to just be on there and let people know that you have a message to share? Come see me. Let me tell you something. As long as you're not bringing nothing negative to the table, we will sit down and break bread together, sharing that information. That is what it's all about. PTP. PTP. People to people, power to power, positive thinking people. God is amazing. I tell you, I was having one of those days. And as I said, I just showed y'all the early part of it. If you go back and look at the beginning, if you missed it, you can see where I showed you. Sometimes the sunlight, you got to go to it. You got to look for it. You got to make it be there for you. You got to see the little speck of it that can make the difference. I saw the sun going down. Guess what? I knew the sun was there. I got that little glimpse of it, and it just made me smile. I need an appointment. Oh, you know what? Guess what? Let me tell you something. Y'all can get in touch with me easy. You hit me up on Facebook, on Messenger. You want to call me personally? That's fine too. 703-798-7230. Let me tell you something. I got a lot of people doing some positive things. I'm telling y'all, we got a lot of good things going on. I want y'all to remember, I'm telling y'all about this patch is called the X39. Let me tell you, and there's some more patches behind it. It's phenomenal. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna blow your mind when y'all get that information. They actually it's Life Wave. They're actually a sponsor now to the People to People podcast. How about that? Come on now. I'm trying to tell y'all gonna be looking, y'all gonna be saying God is making some moves. So I want a lot of people to stand by, because as we move forth, you're gonna be seeing the blessings. Hey, I just looked at the background. It kind of looked like I'm on a country house or something, don't it? One of them old houses down in the country somewhere. I'm not. I'm not. I'm sitting here in a beautiful, beautiful neighborhood. Yes. God is good. Huh? Yes, he is. God is good. I thank you. I thank you, Lord. Give you nothing but glory and praise. But yeah, so for everyone that just tuned in, it's People to People with Rodney Grimes. If you got some individuals out there trying to get some information out, please get in touch with me. You selling pancakes, you selling jewelry, you selling eyeglasses, you selling whatever. You let me know. And what I'll do is I'll help promote you. I'll support you as best I can. And, we just stay prayed up and, watch God do what he do. I don't know why all this stuff is falling right now. It's falling from the trees. I got to move for a minute because I don't want no spiders or nothing falling on me. This stuff falling out the tree. But, yeah. The topic today was one of those days. We all have them. For everybody that just joined in, know that God is good. And when you have one of those days, stay grounded. And don't make it all about you. Don't make it all about me. Let's make it about us. We move forward. People to people. That's what we do. We move forward. Support for one another. Today I was thinking, I said that coming home, I said, you know what? I'm just going to relax. And I was trying to clear my mind. Wife said, you going on? I looked at the time. And she said, yeah, do what you got to do. Reach out to Lady Z and Rodney if you need those patches X39 of LifeWave. How about that? I'm trying to tell y'all. They don't even know. They don't even know. I'm trying to tell you. Them patches is amazing. we got some individuals going to be coming on giving some testimonies about the patches. Also, we're going to be having more information giving out about the LifeWave X39 patch. And that's not the only patch that comes with that now. We got some information. Once we get it all down packed, we've been using the patches ourselves and making changes in our life where we doing, these patches are amazing. No chemicals involved. No chemicals. I'm telling you, no chemicals involved. If you got a problem with anything going on in your body, I'm telling you, these patches here, they're amazing. They are actually a miracle. They are. And the young lady who introduced us to him, Miss Kimberly Harkey, I'm telling you, thank you so much for not being selfish and keeping that information to yourself. We appreciate you. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to share that information as well. So for everybody, this is People to People, Power to Power, Positive People. I'm trying to tell you. Brenda say, yeah, Brenda, I know. I'm trying to tell you, they are amazing. See, they thing keep going out. It be trying to go out on me. So I'm going to try to get in a good position. I'm just going to stand still. But yes, hey, there go my Queen T. How you doing, baby? Much love, sweetheart. Much love. Sweet. Huh? Okay. I got to come back up. All right. Yeah. So I need y'all to know, there's some positive things going on. Stick with me. I need y'all to keep showing that love. Hey, T, we miss you, baby. We miss you. You need to come on out and see the progress. Man, things have been moving really good. We still hanging in there. That's still your home too. The People to People family. You know how we do. So, but yeah. So for everybody just tuned in, you tuned in with People to People with Rodney Grimes. And let me tell you something. We making moves. The summertime, man, it's gonna be on and popping. We got something coming up probably close to the end of May, I believe. We get ready to do another networking event. We want many people to come out. We're going to have some real positive networking people in the building. 1934 Old Gallows Road, Suite 304. Also, don't forget about the Cash App. Our Cash App is RG, the $sign, 1960. We are a nonprofit. We asking people to be a blessing. You know, we blessing other people. Let me tell you, nobody can say we doing anything to disrupt their life. We being a blessing to them. And so when we put that out there, we ask for your help, because, you know, it's all about keep building. Hey, everybody that saw me start from my living room and my sitting room, now I'm in the studio. And guess what? I just gave you the address. I just told you, you can be a part of it. I'm not keeping it for myself. You can come right on out there and join. If you're interested in doing a podcast, come and see me. If you're serious about what you're doing, come and see me. I'm telling you. And don't forget, go to YouTube. Go to YouTube and just put that, you know, look at some of the programs. Go back and look at them. Go there and look and see. Some of that information is powerful. Not costing you a dime, just a little bit of time. I'm telling you, you're going to see some blessings going to be given to you through some of these people that I have on the show. They come on and they want to share their information. It's all about us moving forward. I got 1 minute left before it's 8 o'clock. PTP, positive thinking people. PTP, positive thinking people. Every Monday night, every Wednesday night, every Friday night. I love you. I keep it real. That's what it's all about. It ain't just about me. It ain't just about you. It's all about us. In God we trust. I love you. PTP for life. I'm looking at that. As soon as that thing going on 8 o'clock, guess what? I'm going to hit the finish button. Hey, to all my PTP family, I love you. Remember, go to YouTube. Show some love. Hit it up. Subscribe. Y'all be blessed.